This movie was sweet, gentle, and just very honest. Kind of like you. I'm so corny. In her first feature film, director Celine Song tells the story of two childhood friends, Nora and Hae-sung. And in the course of 24 years, we see the two learn and understand their connection and destiny. This movie has such a beautiful gentleness to it. The pace of the writing and the music give the film a gentleness you can only embrace when you view it. It literally put me in such a calming and soothing vibe the whole time that I was watching this movie. It's enhanced by the cinematography from the trees outside of a window or the silence of a late night conversation. The wide shots helped kind of show space and gap and really put a visual into the silence as we're getting these wide shots of a New York City that were mostly from outer parts of the city. And on that note, I did notice a separation from time to time in the shots. So if you pay attention to the ground, maybe there was a line in between Nora and Hae-sung. Or maybe at the park, there was a tree or a pole at different times. It was very interesting. Actually, if you look at the poster, there's also a pole in between the two. So these little details of separation were so cool to see. One of my favorite things about this movie was how honest it was. Nora is honest with the people in her life from an early age. Hae-sung is honest with his friends, his mom, and even Nora's partner. This movie just showcases humans as honest and loving and understanding, even in situations where you're like, uh-oh, this is about to get nasty. No, it doesn't. It just turns into adults having conversations and just empathy throughout the film. For example, there's this conversation at a bar between two people that is so adult and so empathetic, and it's almost shocking because at that time I was like, uh-oh, here we go. It's about to go down. But no, the movie just gets it right. The way that they treat it, this humanness and adultness and empathy that you see in that specific scene between two male adults is just so beautiful to see. It's something you don't see quite that often. There's so much power in a conversation.
In the story, I would be the evil white American husband standing in the way of destiny.
Shut up.
And I guess we can talk about the writing because this writing is possibly the best writing that I've seen this year. There's a lot of poetry in the writing. There's a lot of tradition and history in the writing. It's really lovely to see. And some of this writing, especially during that bar scene, there's a specific line that stuck with me throughout the whole movie and even after the movie that just makes you think about some stuff, and maybe it'll even help you grow a little bit. And each dialogue and pieces will leave you with questions during and after the movie. And speaking of the writing, it actually reminded me a little bit of the Before Trilogy. I'm not saying the movie is the same. I'm just saying that there's something very similar in the way that the conversation and the writing was being presented to us as viewers. And I'm a fan of it. The three main actors, Greta Lee, who is impressive in the morning show, by the way, Tae Yoo and John Magaro are just fantastic. But I have to call out Tae Yoo because his performance was by far my favorite one. He had to kind of show maturity. He had to switch emotions in different times throughout this movie, which I thought was just so impressive and so well done. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets nominated for a big award by the end of this year into the next year. If you can't tell, this is one of my favorite films of the year, and I walk away with a message of closure and honesty and connection. And when it comes to closure, some people need it in different times in their lives and in different ways. There's also obviously concepts of love, and sometimes it comes in different stages in your life or in different times of your life. Maybe it's now, maybe it's later, or maybe it's in your past life. That's all the time that I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you like films and movies, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Peace.